Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. It is Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday morning, and I have a doctor's appointment this morning. So I had a major scare on Sunday night. Something literally the most scary thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life happened. He has had allergies really bad the last couple days, and so I've been giving him Claritin and thinking nothing of it. Well, Sunday day, I noticed his face was really puffy throughout the day, and it never really went down, and I had commented about it to my mom and sisters a couple times, but still just thought, like, allergies. And so Soy and Rye went on a scooter for probably about like an hour 45, and they were picking flowers and like just being outside. And then Soy came in, and it was time for bed. So he mentioned he had a sore throat like right before falling asleep. Again, allergies, what are you gonna do? So he fell asleep about 9 o'clock maybe, and about 10 something, I really don't know, I never looked at the clock, I'm just trying to like backtrack now when I talk about it, but around 10 something he woke up just in a panic, gasping for air. Within seconds of him having his eyes open, I knew something was wrong. I knew it was different than like being sick or like, not being able to breathe, like because of congestion. I immediately called my mom because she lives houses down from me, and she's an RN. And she said, if he's gasping, take him in. So I said, okay, can you come outside? Because the way he was breathing, you guys, was so terrifying. I truthfully thought he was going to stop breathing on the way there. So I knew if I had my mom with me, she would know how to keep him breathing, or CPR or something, which was horrible. I threw on some clothes. I got in the truck. I was holding Soy. I was waiting on Rye, which felt like it took forever. My mom got in the truck and we left. I was so nervous. My hands were shaking. I took a wrong turn. I ran a red light. I literally, in my heart, I thought we were not going to make it. He was barely breathing. And by the grace of God, I don't know how he held it together so well for a 5-year-old. He was doing so good. He was breathing so, it was so, how do you explain it? He was using all of his muscles to just get little gasps of air. And he was calm, and, he did so good. He was so great. And finally we were able to get to the emergency room. And it blew my mind how it went. We ran up to the window and we were like, my son can't breathe, I'm crying, Ryan has tears in his eyes, and the lady just didn't even budge. She literally was sat there as Ryan's holding a 5-year-old who's physically can't breathe, and she says, okay, well, did you guys check in at the COVID tents? And my mind was blown. I was like, you're fucking kidding me. I was like, no, he can't breathe. Can you get him in? And she literally just looked at me and then moseyed out of her chair and walked around the corner, and I just left. So I went to the tents, and I was like, my son can't breathe. Can you please hurry up? Again, they acted like I was walking in with a fever. They acted like he was just completely fine. They set him down to be weighed. And Ryan looks at the lady that's weighing him, and he's like, are you kidding me? Are you seriously trying to weigh him when he can't breathe? He's all, come on. And he starts crying, and she's all, okay. And I literally don't, I cannot believe what was happening. They're just putting stuff in computers, just acting like literally he had a stub toe. It was insane. Finally, they got us back there. And once we got back there, Soy was his whole body was shaking. It was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was literally scared for his life. We finally got back there, and they gave us round after round of breathing treatments. They gave him steroids. They did x-rays, and they told me that he was extremely tight and closed off. His airways were closed off. Lots of swelling going on. And so after being there from, I don't know, about 10 o'clock to almost 5 a.m., he was finally able to talk, probably like an hour and a half before we left. He was able to talk, and he told me that he thought he was going to die. And to hear your 5-year-old say that is just like next level. He thought he was going to die, and so did I. It was seriously the scariest thing. But the doctor was amazing, and she told me when we were leaving, like, she does not scare easily, and when we came in, she was scared. And thank God she told me that after, because if I would have heard that up front, I would have lost it. But they sent us home with a bunch of medications, an inhaler, and they basically said that he had a severe asthma attack due to allergies. I guess sorry, my camera died, and I'm about to leave right now, but basically they said he had a severe asthma attack brought on by allergies. I guess usually they come hand in hand, allergies and asthma, which we've never experienced this before. I didn't know he had asthma, so it was extremely scary, and it was like I literally was scared for his life. All I could do on the way to the emergency room was pray and think that if we didn't get there, it was going to be on me. I should have got there faster. I should have moved faster. I should have known. The worst night of my life. I wish it upon no mother ever. And I'm terrified for it to happen again. I haven't slept in 3 nights because I'm literally having him in my arm, sleeping, watching him breathe. So hopefully we get some answers today. He has a doctor's appointment, and we're going to figure out like an emergency route. I don't know if they're going to give him like an EpiPen, or like what if this happens at school is my biggest fear. So hopefully we get it figured out, and maybe even to know exactly like what he's allergic to or what set that off. I literally feel like I can't relax until I know what did that. I literally broke, like I've been crying for the last 3 days because it was the most scared I've ever been. It was the most like just insane situation. And to have to hear those words from a 5-year-old was just a lot. I'm good now. I can actually talk about it now. Literally like yesterday and the day before, I couldn't even talk about it without shaking. Like, anyways, so we have that today. And then I have a doctor's appointment today also. I'm 8 weeks and 2 days, I think. And this pregnancy, like I had said, is considered high risk. And so they are doing another ultrasound today. I've been cramping a lot the last couple days, and obviously really stressed out. So I'm just hoping everything's fine and there's still a baby in there. She said that the cramps are normal. When I'm cramping, I automatically think about the molar pregnancy because that's how I knew something was wrong. So this whole last week I was cramping. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm expecting the worst because I don't, you put that out there, and I just did, I guess. But it's almost like you kind of have to do that after you've been through miscarriage and a situation like that. But I'm praying for the best. I'm praying everything's fine. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I feel so heavy. Like I just feel so heavy, and like there's something sitting on my chest just because of everything going on. But and my hair's a hot mess. So, but yeah, that's what we're going to be doing right now. My mom is coming with us. They're already in the car, I believe. So let's go. And so I got lots of toys. Lots of toys for being such a brave boy. I could not believe how he handled himself, because if I were breathing like he was, I kid you not, I would have made myself pass out. I would have been so scared.
You said this is almost out of medicine.
Almost. 10 more minutes.
10?
Yeah. You're so brave, baby. You're so brave. Way braver than mommy. Way braver than daddy.
And way braver than Mimi.
Yeah. Way braver than all of us. Okay. Say hi.
Hi.
How you feeling? Baby barrier. What's that? That's weird. How you feeling? Oh, the gate around my pool. Okay, sorry guys. My phone died, and my camera died, and then I had to charge it because we were literally on our way out. So I left it on the charger while we were gone all day. It is 4:39 now, so this probably won't be this won't be a vlog. It'll be more of like an update kind of thing. These videos are gonna come out after they've probably, by the time they get on YouTube, they'll probably already been recorded for like a week or so or something. I don't know. Even longer maybe. So anyways, we had our doctor's appointment today, and it kind of went how I suspected. I'm not a super big fan. I don't know if it's a Kaiser thing. Obviously this does not say for all doctors, but I think Kaiser does like the bare minimum. I really do. I feel like a lot of Kaiser doctors do the bare minimum. They don't truthfully connect with their patients, or at least the doctors I've had the pleasure of being a patient of. Not all of them. I love my OB. She's extremely nice. But like I've already had to switch my primary care doctor because she literally just gave like no cares about anything. Wouldn't get back to me, like just a whole nother story, just awful. But now my doctor that I have now is amazing. So I don't know, I feel like you really have to search for like a good doctor, and that shouldn't be the case. You should, shouldn't be the case, but I think you really have to search for them. Find one who actually cares about you and your well-being, or at least pretends, for all I care. But yeah, his appointment today kind of went how I thought. He really wasn't going to do anything, and I was like, okay, well, I want a plan. Like if this happens at school, like I can't even fathom this happening at school. I don't even know, like all I can think of is it happening on the playground and nobody notices. He could not speak, he could not think, he could not look at me straight. Like it was terrifying. What if that happened when he was alone in the bathroom, on the playground? Like just terrifying. And so these are my concerns. It's gonna happen, I'm not there, he's gonna freak out more, and I'm gonna have no emergency like plan for that. So he basically was kind of saying like, this happens, like allergies are big, like wheezing happens. And I'm like, you're not getting it. Like it wasn't wheezing, he wasn't just wheezing, he could not breathe. Like I truthfully thought he was going to stop breathing before we got to the hospital. Like it was so weird. So my complete tone changed because he was like nonchalant about it. He was like, yeah, these things happen. Like I'm like, can I please get him assessed for asthma? That's what I would like to do, and that's what the ER doctor advised me to do. She said, I think you should get him assessed for asthma. He was like, well, we don't really do that until this happens 3 times. So 3 times in the ER, then we'll assess him. And I'm just like, 3 times? Like we're lucky. We're lucky we made it that one time. Like he was right next to me asleep, and I acted as fast as I could, but that's not always going to be the case. So you're going to wait around for it to happen 3 times? I don't know. And you know what? You can say I'm overreacting, but it's my child, and anything can happen. You might not get 3 times for that to happen. I want a plan. I just want a plan. I want an emergency inhaler. I actually asked him, I was like, can we please have 2, one for school and then one for our car or whatever. And he basically told me 1 was enough, which is irritating because you're not fucking paying for it. Whatever, I'm getting mad. I'm getting spicy. If that's what made me feel safe, why wouldn't you just give me 2? Anyways. So I was telling him, like, I'm nervous that this is going to happen again. Like, this isn't, he was like, and then you give the inhaler when you notice him wheezing a little, like, that's when you give it to him. And I'm like, I didn't notice any wheezing prior. There was no signs, there was no wheezing, there was none of that. He literally just woke up not breathing. He woke up in a panic. There was no time for me to, do anything. He's like, okay, well, if you feel like this is, he goes, if you feel like this is urgent, then maybe you should, then you can make an appointment with the allergist. And I'm like, if I feel, like, saying it as in, like, I'm overreacting. And I'm like, if I feel like, whatever. So that's going to be my next step. I'm going to be making an appointment with the allergist and see if we can kind of find out what he's allergic to, or at least just have, like, preventative medication. I don't know, just something to make me feel safe, He's little. He's 5. Like, he won't know what to do on his own. It's just a trip. I just thought we would get better care. And then, like I said, when we went to the emergency room, the whole bullshit about checking into the COVID tent first while my child can't breathe, weighing him while my child can't breathe. I don't know, ridiculous. But anyways, very negative. I'm being very negative right now, but I'm very irritated. That's not how healthcare should be treating you. It's not, straight up. I grew up with an RN as a mom, and I don't think that's right. But so that's what Soy's kind of plan is. And then me, I had my doctor's appointment today. I have these little gnats in my house and I cannot figure out where they're coming from. There's no fruit in here. There's no nothing. It's literally blowing my mind. I'm losing it. And then I went to the doctor today and I got a little ultrasound. Baby is actually good. To my surprise, baby's good. 8 weeks, heartbeat was 185. And my estimated due date is November, the first week of November. So, yeah, that was good news. That was good news today. And I love my OB. I know I went through a crap ton with the complete molar pregnancy, but I think that was going to be, she did her best. She was amazing. Yeah, she's so sweet. And she talks to you. She acts like she cares. That is how I would think healthcare should be. Personal. So yeah, that's kind of a little update. I am feeling extremely exhausted. These last 3 days I've had the most energy that I've had pretty much since finding out that I was pregnant. It feels really weird to I feel like I'm just starting to accept it and maybe talk about it and say it versus it's not gonna happen, it's probably gonna fail, or those are the only thoughts that have been in my head since finding out. So today made me feel a little better. I think I'm still feeling like that, and I don't know when that's gonna stop, when that feeling will go away, when I'll just be this is here, this is it, I'm excited. I feel there's a little voice in my head telling me don't be too excited, don't act too excited, which is kind of unfair, but I guess I have the reason. But yeah, I'm pregnant. So he said he looked like a little T-Rex. And well, you're not wrong. It's a he for sure. At least that's what I know in my bones. I'm a boy mama. But yeah, nauseous, have not puked. With Soy, I puked. So these are just my pregnancy symptoms that I'm having at 8 weeks. The exhaustion, like I said, was unreal. I literally came home for 2 weeks and just napped. I would drop Soy off at school and nap. And I am not a napper. I hate them. They make me feel useless. Ryan's you're so boring lately. I'm he's all, I'm not used to this. I'm I know. But the last 3 days, I don't know if it's just because everything been going on and it's adrenaline and stuff, but the last couple days, I've had the most energy I've had since in the last 2 weeks. And like I said, with Soy, I had a lot of smell aversions, and I would throw up if I smelled chicken being cooked. I threw up at smell a lot. This time I have not thrown up yet, and I was already at 8 weeks. Before 8 weeks, I was already puking with Soy. So I notice that I'm getting nauseous when I'm hungry, but I'm not throwing up, but I get nauseous every time I get hungry. And I've been hungry more frequent, which I don't remember feeling like that with Soy. I don't remember feeling more hungry, but I'm just like constantly snacking and I need to stop and get my butt back in the gym. I stopped going because I literally couldn't even like hold my eyes open. But I think I'm hoping that that's coming to an end. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. And then I was having really bad headaches up front, but I think those have kind of calmed down too. And so, oh, and my boobs. I'm already a cup size bigger and my boobs hurt so bad. So those are kind of like my little symptoms. And yeah, just pray that this baby sticks and stays and is healthy, and we stay on the track that we're on. And my next appointment, she's going to see me in 3 weeks. So I've had an ultrasound at 6.5 weeks, 8 weeks, and now I'm going to have one at 11 weeks. And then Kaiser's doing this new thing, I guess. With Soy, I had to wait to the anatomy scan for them to know the sex at 20 weeks. And they still do the anatomy scan at 20 weeks, but she said that they do this new test. I think it's called the Harmony test. And you could take it after 10 weeks. And they basically tell you if the baby has like Down syndrome and a couple other things. And then they could tell you the gender. That's so early. That's literally in 4 weeks. So after 10 weeks, she said you could take it. It's just a blood test, and they get the baby's DNA out of your blood. And then it takes 2 weeks for it to come in. So I don't know if I want to wait for that or do the sneak peek thing, which you could do at 7 weeks, because like I think it's all over Instagram. Because if I wait for Kaiser to do the blood test after 10 weeks, wait 2 weeks, assuming I would get in like 10.5 weeks or like right at 11 weeks, it would take 2 weeks for the results to come in, and that puts me in Disneyland. So I will be at Disneyland that whole like second week. So I think my results would come in at Disneyland, and I don't really think I want them to come in while I'm at Disneyland. Might be cool, but like I won't have anything planned. And since this is the only baby I'm gonna have now, this is my last baby, that I kind of want to do the whole gender reveal thing again, and make it special and stuff. So I don't know, I might do the sneak peek thing, but I'm scared that the results won't be accurate, so I'm still thinking about it. But yeah, so that's my little update. I don't think I have anything else to tell you guys. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next vlog or video or whatever I post after this. Who knows where I'll be. Hopefully I'll do a pregnancy announcement soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and leave me some comments down below so we could talk. I'm super excited to be back on YouTube. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.